Dear students, welcome to English class. As we have started the lesson, Madam Rides the Bus. Here the main character Wali, a 8-year-old girl, started her ride on the bus. It was her utmost desire to take a ride alone and see the things which she could encounter on her way to a town. There was a nearby town. From her village to town, some 6 miles of distance is there. She just wanted to go by the bus all alone. Okay, how she saved the money, how she collected the money, how much of money that we have seen that she required to travel by? Some 60 pies is required. Onward journey takes 30 pies and backward journey takes 30 pies. Altogether, she needs to have some 60 pies. Okay, she collected the money somehow, and the details, if you wanted to go for the details, we need to get into this lesson. All of you must take up page number 121 and see the second paragraph. It goes like this. There's nobody here who's a child, she said haughtily. Actually, one of the passengers on the bus scolded Wali Amai to sit and watch the things. Due to the blinds, okay, the canvas blinds were covering all the sight. She couldn't have a nice sight of the things which she could see through this window. She couldn't have a right sight through this window because of the canvas blinds. Okay, and unless she stands on the seat, she cannot have a good view of the things which are, okay, passing by. Okay, now one of the passengers on the bus, okay, asked this Wali Amai to come and sit and have a good look at the sight of the things. And she doesn't like if anyone scolds her, but anyway, she had to listen to them because she was traveling all alone. Okay, there's nobody here who's child, and she said haughtily. That lady, actually one of the ladies who was traveling in the bus, scolded Wali Amai, and she says that whether whose child she belonged to. There's nobody here who's a child, she asked her. Who's this child always standing and watching the things out? Haughtily means with a great pride she was asking this. I have paid my 30 pies like everyone else. It means, who are you to question me? I have paid my ride, she says. See, when you are a small little girl doing the things all alone, which is not safer, when you go out of the things which are required to be, if anyone scolds, especially the elderly people, okay, you never give them the back answer. But here when it comes to Wali Amai, she gives a back answer, says that I have paid my 30 pies like everyone else, because all the people, whoever is taking up the ride, have paid the 30 pies of the money which is required to be paid for their ride, isn't it? The conductor chimed in, oh sir, but this is a very grown-up madam. Do you think a mere girl could pay her own fare and travel to the city all alone? The conductor chimed on. What does it mean by chinning? Okay, please underline the word chin. It means striking something hard against a bar or a steel rod. Especially, I think you might have observed the conductor before taking up the ride. He usually passes the signal to the driver, okay, saying hold on, or by striking with some puncher. He has a puncher. He usually have a puncher, ticket puncher in his hand. With that puncher, he had striken the metallic rod on which the people usually hold on and move. The conductor chimed on and he says that this girl is not a mere child. She's not a mere child. She's a grown-up madam. She's a madam. She knows how she has to go off, and she also paid her own ticket fare, he says. Okay, do you think a mere girl could pay her own fare? Small little girl cannot have a ride all alone, and she can't even pay the money for her fare, isn't it? The ticket fare also cannot be paid by a small near-aged girl. But the girl whom you look at is not a girl. She is not a near-aged girl. She is a well-grown madam. So this is a kind of satire he was passing on Valli Ammai. Okay, Valli shot an angry glance at the conductor and said, "I am not a madam." She doesn't like to be called by conductor or driver madam. So when he was narrating something, when he was pointing out on Valli and describing Valli's character to one of the passengers, a woman passenger, she doesn't like to be called madam. Okay, here conductor pronounced this girl as madam. She resisted the conductor and said that not to be called madam. Please remember that, and you have not yet given me my ticket. See, you remember, I told you already not to call me madam. So I have paid my 30 pice, you just give me my ticket. She was demanding. In other words, she is commanding the conductor. Actually, who is the person usually commands us or warns us or maybe raises his voice whenever we are taking a ride on the bus? Usually conductor does. But here in the case of Valli, Valli is raising her voice over conductor and she resists the conductor not to be called her madam. She said to the conductor to remember the warning sign that she has already passed to the conductor not to call her madam, isn't it? I'll remember, the conductor said, mimicking her tone. Everyone laughed and gradually Valli to join in the laughter. So conductor replied to this girl's warning and says that, okay madam, I'll remember. The conductor said in a mimicking her tone. He mimicked the tone of this girl. Okay, what does it mean by mimicking? Copying. He copied the tone of voice of this girl and said in the same style that, okay ma'am, he didn't say madam, but he said that I'll remember. And everyone laughed and gradually Valli also, accompanied with the laughter, started on the bus. The conductor punched a ticket and handed it over to Valli. Just sit back and make yourself comfortable. What did he say? After handing over the ticket, after punching the ticket, he handed over the ticket to Valli and told her to lean back so that she can have a comfortable ride. Why should you stand when you have paid for a seat? Okay, actually you have paid for a seat, but still why are you standing on the seat, he questioned. Because I want to, she answered, standing up again. Because she felt that she had that right to stand upon the seat. Okay, when she paid for the seat, there is no such objection for not standing up. She had all the right to stand even on the seat. Then, because I want to. What was her reply for asking the question of a conductor? Okay, what would be the good reason for standing? So once you paid for the ticket, why are you standing on the seat, he questioned. Then his girl says that, because I just wanted to, she answered, standing up again. But if you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump. You will be getting a bump on your head, on your forehead, whenever the bus is taking its twist and turn. So whenever the bus is taking the turn and twist, you may have a fall, and the fourth thrust fall you may have, and you might be getting the bump on your head, he warned. That's why we want you to sit down, child. So in an explanatory manner, he explained the reason for asking her to sit on the seat. Then this girl, what did she say? I'm not a child. What did she say? I'm not a child. I tell you, she said irritably, I'm 8 years old. I'm not a small, near-aged child. I'm not at all a child at all. I'm not at all a child. I know how I can manage myself. You know what's my age? I'm 8-year-old child, she said. It means an 8-year child is not a child to her. 8 year in the sense she was grown up much according to her psychology. So everybody started laughing at her remark. Of course, how stupid of me, 8 years, mine. Okay, conductor is often talking to Wali Amai, and he would like to tell her to be safe on the ride, on the bus, to take a ride. And he also says that, oh, I am such a stupid fellow, I don't know that an 8-year-old is not a child at all. Oh, I have forgotten. He just corrected himself. The bus stopped, some new passengers got on. So another halt has come, the bus stopped for a while and it has taken up some more passengers in it, and the new passengers were also got inside the bus. And the conductor got busy for a time because he had to give them the tickets. So afraid of losing her seat, Wali finally sat down. She had a great fear because if she is not sitting on her seat after paying the money 30 pies, okay, that seat would be occupied by the new passengers. That's why what did she do? She had taken her seat and sat on the seat. An elderly woman came and sat beside her. Are you all alone, dear? She asked Wali as the bus started again. One lady sat beside Wali Amai and she asked him, oh my child, are you travelling on this bus all alone? Then she says that, yes. Why should I have a companion? Wali found the woman absolutely repulsive. She did not like the woman's face. She did not like the way the woman looked, because that woman has got some big holes to her earlobes. Okay, her earlobes have got big holes and she was wearing ugly earrings. She did not like the face of that woman. Why, you know? That lady's earlobes have got some big holes and she was wearing some ugly earrings. Because of this reason, she did not like this woman sitting beside her, and she could smell the betel nut the woman was chewing. And Wali Amai got the smell of betel nut because that lady was eating the betel nut. At any time, at any point of time, the betel nut juice will fall on the lips of Wali. Okay, Wali felt that at any moment of time, the betel nut juice might fall on her lips out from the mouth of that woman. Okay, she had a great fear. This lady is chewing betel nut and the juice of this betel nut would fall on her lips at any moment of her time. Okay, she had a great fear of it. And that was threatening to spill over her lips at any moment. Oh, who could be sociable with such a person? She doesn't like to talk to. That what does it mean by being sociable? She couldn't be a good mixture with that woman. Why, you know? That lady was chewing betel nut and she was looking so ugly with big ear holes on her earlobes. Okay, she doesn't like it. Yes, I am traveling alone. What did she say? She was traveling all alone. She answered curtly. Curtly in the sense showing displeasure. She doesn't feel like giving response to this woman. And I have got a ticket too. Yes, of course I am traveling alone. I have got my ticket in my hand. Yes, she's on her way to town, said the conductor. What the conductor said? She's taken her way to town. She just wanted to go to a town with her 30 pies ticket. Okay. Oh, why don't you mind your own business? She was also giving a reply to this lady saying that, okay, you just mind your own business, said Wali. But she laughed all the way and the conductor laughed too. So everybody on the bus started laughing at the conversation of the conductor and Wali Amai. But the old woman went on with her drivel. What does it mean by drivel or drivel? Silly nonsense. What is that? She is not a middle-aged woman. She is an old woman. The old woman went on with her drivel. Is it proper for such a young person to travel alone? She also asked like this. Is it safer for a small little young age woman traveling all alone? Do you know exactly where you are going in town? She also asked My dear, where are you going? To which place you wanted to go? What's the street? Which street are you going? What's the house number? Why is she asking all these questions? She thought that she missed her way. Okay, most of the children missed their way and they couldn't tell the address, phone number or the details of their family or the place of residence. That's why this older lady was much concerned about this little girl Wali Amai and started asking all those questions like to which street you need to go, what's the house number and where are you going in the town. And you need not bother about me. What's the answer? What's the reply to this old woman by Wali? She says that you need not to bother about me. I'm safe and I know how I have to manage myself. I can take care of myself, Wali said, turning her face towards the window and staring out. She was not minding the botheration or the consideration of this woman and she just turned her head towards the window and started looking the sights outside this window of the bus. Anyhow, it will be continued in the next class and you are requested to read the lesson and concentrate where we have stopped and try to look at the way she was having a conversation with the conductor and rest of the passengers on the bus. Thank you children and be safe.